Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Titans 14, Bengals 7.
First down. Here's Burrow. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Just like that. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves it.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Burrow on first down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. It got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter.
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And it's caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter.
Go! Mike, 55, right there, go!
Mixon will get it to start the second half. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back,
so this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And his kick is indeed good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Bengals 45, Titans 17.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5.
The ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter.
Right there. 54.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. First down, Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Number 20.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
51, Titans 20.
offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Mixon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second down, here's Mixon. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.